Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Erik,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
the beginning.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with App Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik.
Kelly.
And Rick.
And this week we watched Night at the Museum, directed by Sean Levy. God damn it. Purpose spreading. Written by Robert Ben Garant and Thomas Lennon. Starring Ben Stiller, Carla Gugino. There it is. Ricky Gervais.
Jarvis.
Jarvis. IMDb synopsis. A newly recruited night security guard at the Museum of Natural History discovers that an ancient curse causes the animals and exhibits on display to come to life and wreak havoc. So what do you guys think?
Was it really a curse, though?
I don't feel like it was a curse. I mean, unless somebody in there didn't want to be alive again. It was probably a curse to the Pharaoh guy. He was stuck in that coffin for
Well, no,
ever.
I think that was because of the fucking night guardsmen and shit too. Like they make sure they kept him in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then he could have controlled the tablet, and they wanted to steal that bitch, and then it would have been harder if he was out.
Well, I don't think the plan the whole time was to steal it.
No, I guess not. I don't know. Maybe the fucking just curator dude fucking just went and fucking Jarvis there fucking went and fucking locked him up as soon as he got him and just left it like that.
He definitely wasn't locked up. He just had a slab on top of him.
No, yeah, that's true, huh?
I mean, Ben Stiller pushed it out of the way.
I mean, if Ben Stiller can push it out of the way, I mean,
And this was before, his whole stint at Gold's Gym, so.
exactly.
That's true.
Getting fucking wrenches and shit thrown at you.
He wasn't getting wrenches thrown at him. He was, pumping his dick up.
Oh yeah.
That's true. Steroids. So, do you guys know? See, part of my thing is this could be torment, right? If it turns out the dudes are the wax people are still made of wax, right?
Uh-huh.
So Teddy wants to bang Sacagawea. That's not going to happen.
Depends on
wax.
who created their wax models.
Well, I also
are
think
they anatomically correct?
Well, yeah. Well, I also think at one point in time, I mean, if Ben Stiller's gonna be the night guard from that on, I mean, he's probably just gonna go over to him hey, dude, give me a dong, a massive dong. All right, dude. I got this spoon here. I've been carving out
a sex shop and just shoves one of those giant, huge hogs on there.
Exactly, and he just kind of looks at him. He's like, "I've got this spoon here. I've been carving her out a snatch the past month. It's finally perfect."
I hate you so much. I hate you
He
so
just
much.
carves a hole in there and sticks a flashlight in it.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because I mean, when they turn real, everything part of them turns real too.
I mean,
So,
they're still wax. He got cut in half. He was still wax, man.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But still, though, I mean, Stanley agrees with me. I mean, he is Eric's kid, so I mean, let's just be real here.
Yeah. The kid. Yeah, so now I'm totally I have no idea what I was gonna say.
Ricky got you off track, huh?
Fucking threw Eric off track as an accomplishment. Holy shit.
Just like that train when it hits Ben Stiller in the head. Right off track.
Okay, have you ever actually been hit in the head with a toy train?
That one wasn't going very fast. Though.
No. But if you get them cooking, that shit fucking hurts. It'll make you bleed, dude. I did it for shits and giggles. Just like when I was a little kid, I used to have this electric toy train set. And set a huge long strip of track, just straight, got that thing cranked up, all the way to 10 and just let it loose. And I put my head at the very, very end of it, see if it would hurt or not when it hit me, because you see it in cartoons and shit, And it fucking hurts. I'll tell you that. It fucking hurts.
I'm laughing because you did something funnier that you've seen on cartoons than what I did. I told you the story about how I got myself with a black eye, stepped on the rake, and I was wondering if I could see birdies and stars.
Okay.
Kelly, yours to watch would definitely have been funnier.
Okay.
She stepped on it. It bounced up a little bit. then she's like, "Oh, I can just jackhammer this thing." So then she hammers the thing, and then it wings up and hits her right in the face.
God damn it.
That would
Run
have
and
been
laughing.
hilarious to see.
All right, so when I was a kid,
Hold up to that.
all right, so when I was a kid, I had one of my friends over, and my brother thought it would be funny, because we seen it in cartoons and stuff like that, and everything like that. You know what I mean? To place the biggest, heaviest book we have that we owned, on the edge of the door frame and my door itself. So the first person to walk in
Nice.
the room
Uh-huh.
would get a book on the head. Well, my brother's thinking it's probably going to be me that walks in through first. No, my friend walks in through first.
It didn't hit him.
This book fucking tags him square in the fucking head, right in the
Ah, it
corner of the
didn't
book.
hit him, it
It
missed.
fucking hit him.
Ricky's making stuff up to make
No, legit, it fucking hit him.
allegedly.
So he goes home, right, and obviously tells his fucking mom about it. His mom didn't want him coming to my fucking house anymore
That's
because of this
No.
bullshit.
That kid was a little shit, anyways.
Book.
This was a huge fucking book, Kelly. I mean, a huge hardback fucking book.
Ricky, we weren't much readers.
I can't think
like
of a book that would be big enough to hurt somebody.
It was like a huge ass
That
fucking
you would
storybook or dictionary or some shit like
Encyclopedia?
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Actually, I think it was a huge ass storybook because they had some really big storybooks, and I think you put one of those up there and it's just fucking creamed down around his fucking head, right in this
You're
corner of the
lucky
fucking
I didn't
thing.
have a bucket, all right? Because it probably would have been full of water or some fucked up thing like
I
that.
know, I
That would have been funny.
know.
That would have been pretty good.
Yeah,
You should have done
so-
that, Steve. Why didn't you go get a bucket?
I didn't have a
Yeah,
bucket.
so
Yeah.
my fucking brother was a complete asshole growing up. Slice it to say.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have you Ricky. I'm going to tell you one thing. Had you had any of me or my family as a brother, you would have been on your knees thanking anybody that you could that Steve was your brother after that experience. because
Well, if
a book on the head is all right. So one time,
well, if you're gonna be dumb,
I
you
went
gotta
around
be
the
tough.
corner, and my brother hit me in the face with 2 encyclopedias taped together. Okay, one wasn't enough. He told me he didn't have enough heft,
Well, you
so he just
fuckers,
drilled me in
you
the face.
fuckers
with it.
actually built metal swords
yeah.
and went off on each other with those things. Like me and my brother like use sticks. Okay, that's what we used. All right, you guys were no, fuck the sticks. We got all this metal in here and a welder and a grinder. Let's make some fucking swords.
Yeah, we were cavemen. And Eric and his brothers had moved up into the
The
Iron
fucking
Age.
Iron Age. Yeah.
If
So
I
I
was
mean,
about
the fact
7,
that the fact that you don't have some stab wound or some shit like that on your body is a real testament to just how fucking tough you guys really were. All right.
Well, I mean, a classic thing we did. We went over to our friend John and Michael's house, and I think John decided, hey, let's have a rock fight.
Oh, yeah,
So he
totally.
picks up some pebble and drills me in the head with it, and I was like, oh, okay, we're gonna have a fucking rock fight. So I picked up a fist-sized rock and beamed him in the head. And he fell down in the thorn bushes and then started bawling.
Yeah.
So his dad had a big canvas tarp, and they had a nice house that was well insulated. So my brother and I grabbed the canvas tarp, threw it over the top of him, and then spent about an hour hitting him with a fucking shovel through the canvas tarp. I think we hit the bushes mostly because he didn't seem that affected when he woke up. But he was
so
pretty
you're
pissed
pretty
off.
much so what you're telling me is you pretty much pulled a Step Brothers when they try killing each other and burying each other, and the guy comes up, he's like, oh my god, and hits him with a fucking shovel.
Well, I mean, Robert told him to shut up because we weren't, because the last time we were there, we all got, I think, let's see what happened. He had this dipshit buddy who decided he was going to beat my brother up. And I grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and threw him out the upstairs window
Yeah.
and
Naturally.
into some kind of, I think there was blackberry bushes underneath, but it might have just been like a nasty shrub.
Well, I mean, if it's up there in Paradise, it's a good chance it was blackberry
Oh, it was
bushes.
it was in Magalia. And
Okay,
it was
still same
right,
thing.
They were right next to a creek. I'm pretty sure it was blackberries.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
if it's next
I
to a creek,
hurled
it's
them out.
blackberries.
I hurled him out a second-story window into blackberry bushes, and the guy would not come back to his house. And then the lady, his mother was threatening to sue John and Michael's because I mean he might have had a broken arm or something. I don't know. He was bawling when he hit the ground, and I told him to get the fuck out of it. This is the thing. You don't try and shove my brother in a closet and think it's really funny when I'm taking a piss, and you don't do that. I wouldn't do that to John's brother or John. You know. Now throwing a canvas tarp over him when he's squalling and then hitting him with a shovel to shut him up. Yeah, I'll do that. I didn't hit him that hard. And Robert, he poked him a lot. My favorite. Anyways, we did a lot of fucked up shit to each other. The classic Erik move was my dad. We got a bike, and I'm in kindergarten. I got a bike upside down, and I'm running the chain right to get the thing whizzing along.
Yeah,
because it looks cool, right?
Exactly.
So my dad comes out and he's like, "Hey, don't fucking do that. Don't get your finger stuck in there. It'll cut it right off." And I was like, "My finger." I remember thinking this, man. My finger is pretty sturdy.
Oh, dude.
But I don't want to have my finger get fucked up. John, my dad's full of shit. Stick your finger in there, and he just goes boink, and it popped the tip of his finger right off.
No fucking shit.
Yeah. And then his mom had I think she passed out or something, and my mom found his finger and he got it sewn back on, kind of. It's like permanently boogered up. It's got like a weird, cool curved nail. I told him he's the only guy who's got like a really good cocaine index finger.
That's the way to go with it,
nail's
right?
really weird. Yeah,
that's the way to go with it.
Anyways, so that's the kind of stuff we did. Like another classic move is let's see, we were at my cousin's house and they had those really nice big bed on the bottom and then the smaller bunk bed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So my brother, my cousin decides to try and shove my youngest brother off, and my middle brother slammed his head into the red pipe and then threw him off the bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he got a broken nose and then chucked off the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when his mom came in, my brother managed to duck the whirlwind of blows coming at him. And then I was like, no, Jake just fell off. And guess what? Nobody knew any different. Jake was not a tattler. He was like, yeah, I fell off. Right on my face. I was like, yeah, it's unfortunate. They were roughhousing and he just fell off. So what are you going to do? And, I mean, Robert would have fucking destroyed that kid. We were sleeping there, you know. Robert would have been like, all right, it's ass whooping time in the middle of the night.
So
here's Ricky.
Yeah. So anyways, so back to the movie though. So I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I would have bounced regardless. Like, I don't care what would be going on. Like, no, absolutely not.
I mean, the first thing I would have done
have a kid. Hold on. You're in the situation you're in right now, or if you have a kid who wants to spend time with you, but you're always off on some scheme, and here's your opportunity to presumably make enough money to stay there, spend time with the kid, you'd still be like, fuck this.
In that situation, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, no. Like, that's just, I mean, fuck that, dude. Like, I mean, go fucking be a goddamn dishwasher at the fucking restaurant down the road, dude. All right.
Doesn't sound like he was able to get that job.
Yeah.
I
don't know. This seems like a pretty sweet gig to me. I mean, I'm sure a wax blowy would probably feel good. Right? I mean, he wasn't attached. Somebody'd be willing to do it.
Fucking goddamn fucking Roosevelt probably fucking chop your fucking dick off and use it as his own if he fucking caught you trying to, seduce fucking
There's
Sacagawea.
definitely a caveman woman or a Viking woman.
Did we see any? That's kind of
No.
like I didn't see any else.
They just didn't show them.
There was only Sacagawea.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Teddy was all about Sacagawea.
No, you just couldn't tell. Viking women are like dwarves. You just can't tell they're a woman sometimes.
Is their beard?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, the beard and then all the fucking stuff they got on.
Yeah. Well, you also can't tell me that fucking there's not a single one of us that would have shit their fucking pants when the fucking T-Rex skeleton comes up at you. All right. I don't give a fuck. Like, you would just shit your pants right then and there, and then the rest of your shit you'd be like walking around like fucking like, oh crap.
My reflexes, I would have been like, what the fuck is that? And then I think to myself, did I wake up in a video game or something?
Mm-hmm.
And by then it would have hit me in the head with that bone, and I would have been like, I guess he wants to play fetch. Here we go, buddy.
No, I guess you would have get. What happened is you would have got hit in the head with bone, knocked down because they wouldn't have knocked you out because your head's so fucking thick. You would have got back
Yeah.
up, looked at the bone, looked at the dinosaur, and then realized, did I just shit myself?
So
Yeah.
the first night he's there, he falls asleep at the desk. There is plenty of time between when that place closes and when those things start waking up for him to go through and close everything up and not have to worry about any of those
exactly
fuckers going
what I
around.
said.
It's like
That's
you just
exactly
you run up
right.
there, go close off the animals, close off that fucking thing, close the miniatures up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like the other exhibits really close. It sounds like they just all kind of hang out. But
Well,
they don't seem to be doing anything either, so.
well, a factual error, I guess, is that because it's wintertime in New York, the all the creatures in the museum would have turned alive like during like their like afternoon rush hour.
well, it
pretty much.
depends on if it's set at a time. Is it like set it? And what time is it set to? Is it set to Egypt time? Because I
It's
feel
set
like it
to
would
sundown.
I feel like it would have been at the same. At,
No, it's
like the
set
moment.
to. It says it's set to sundown to sunrise, like wherever it's at.
But where? Oh, where it's at? Okay.
Yeah, so like
Yeah, that
people,
story doesn't track. 4:30 in the afternoon to like
Exactly.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
You got fucking Roosevelt just
Exactly.
pumping Sacagawea.
Exactly. Like there would have been guests in the museum when those things are still up and fucking active. You know what I mean? So
They would have made a lot more money if they would have had
oh
people
my
go in there
fucking
at
god,
night
they
too.
would have been like charged
Oh,
like
yeah.
10 times the rate of like your normal fucking thing to go in the museum and have a tour when everything's still active. Like
I know.
Go
you
play
guys need
fetch
to
with our
charge money
fucking
to bang
T-Rex.
Lewis and Clark, you know?
yeah, like you can see fucking Teddy Roosevelt fucking just hammer Sacagawea in the back room. Like, well,
Yeah.
the kids go play fetch with the fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. All right?
Plus, who wouldn't want to have sex with a pharaoh?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What if they brought the mummy from the Mummy movie?
Oh god.
Like everybody be fucked then, right? It'd come to life and then.
Well,
like,
no. Fucking what's his name? Fucking the WoW guy.
Mao Zedong? Oh, wow. I thought
No.
you said Mao.
No,
I was
yeah,
like,
the guy.
Yeah, that would suck.
The guy that makes like
'Cause-
millions of dollars just to say wow. Is that
Oh,
the
Owen
busted ass
Wilson.
nose? Yeah,
Owen
Owen Wilson. So I mean, Owen Wilson's
goddamn
there,
Ricky.
so he should be able to fucking take care of the fucking mummy, no problem.
He's tiny as hell.
Whatever.
He couldn't do shit,
He'll
man.
fucking
Plus,
Ant-Man that
technically-
motherfucker. He will
Plus,
Ant-Man that
technically,
motherfucker.
we need Brendan Fraser to take care of the
Exactly.
mummy.
Well,
Yeah.
fuck Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
I hate Brendan Fraser.
Why?
I don't know. I
Aw.
just hate his fucking face.
There's nothing wrong with Brendan Fraser.
fucking-
that guy's awesome.
Ricky
man.
I
is
fucking
definitely
hate his
that. Do you
face.
guys hear that? That's the sign of a jealous man.
That's
He's
somebody.
looking at-
That's somebody who doesn't know who
he's
Brendan
looking at
Fraser actually
Encino
is.
Man.
No, I
and he's
do.
like,
I know who he is.
That's a beautiful man.
I can picture
right
his
there.
fucking face, and I'm like, oh, no.
Brendan Fraser is nice. He's awesome. He's cool. I've heard interviews with the guy. He doesn't sound like a dickhead like most of these other fucking actors and stuff like that. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
As Eric said, I think you're just jealous.
I'm not jealous.
No, I mean, who would be jealous of Encino Man? Do you see him running around? That guy had his hog in every single woman there. I mean, teachers, could you imagine looking like that and going to high school? You would never get an F. The man teachers would be like, whatever you want, sir. You know?
Kelly
man.
fucking
Son
laugh
of
in
a
the
bitch.
background.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be ridiculous. That fucking asshole. See, I'm a little jealous too.
Oh,
He
man,
got to live that shit. Now he's fat like me, and he's got about the same amount of hair, so it evened out.
I didn't even know. What?
You know, he's still a successful movie star, though.
Yeah. What's that fucking? What's the House of Wax thing? The movie, not the movie, but the there's that
That
place.
horror movie?
No, I didn't mean the horror movie. There's like a museum with a bunch of famous people
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
But
Madame
San
Tussauds.
Francisco.
yeah, that one, the Madame
Yeah,
Tussauds.
yeah.
That thing would be fucking horrifying. That tablet would be horrifying in that House of Wax.
Oh my god.
They
Yeah.
you know, because they have like fucking horror movie characters also in there. So fuck that. Those things already look creepy as hell.
Oh god.
Dude, they have Putin and Hitler there.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, Jason and Freddy Krueger are fucked. Okay, because
They're being purged.
I think Stalin was there too. Stalin is gonna put those guys
Yeah,
in
he
the
was.
gulag.
You know what? As soon as
Yeah.
you know what, and then after that, all they got to do is get Trump up in there, and then, I mean, you got the trifecta.
I want to see. You know what
He
I
is
want
in
to
there,
see? I
Ricky.
want to see
Oh, okay,
wax
there we go
Abraham.
then.
I want to see wax Abraham Lincoln versus Hitler and Stalin on they're on the same team versus Abraham Lincoln and George Washington. I think Lincoln and Washington would fucking destroy those two. Did you guys know
Yeah.
George Washington had the record for the standing long jump for a while? The world record?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he
That's a
was like
weird
he was
fact to
kind of
know.
a hard ass.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird fact to know too.
I mean, so was Abraham Lincoln though. He was a fucking he's like fucking
Oh, yeah,
wrestling
you fuck with that
champion
guy.
and like tons of fucking states and shit like that. Dude was
Yeah.
fucking huge too.
Yeah.
I really
Huge,
feel like
and he was
there was part of Sherlock
kind of
Holmes that was
gangly
based
looking, I
off of
guess.
Lincoln. Because
Yeah.
like Lincoln did, I think Lincoln would before he was a president would like do the whole like getting in fist fight thing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Well, I mean, what was it? So
Yeah.
did fucking Teddy Roosevelt. I think there's a famous story about him like getting in a fight like at a fucking bar like right before he fucking started his presidential campaign or some shit like that.
Dude got shot and still fucking did a speech.
Yeah. I mean, so it's like.
Lincoln didn't.
That's very true.
Oh, god damn
I mean, they shot him in the wrong place for that. So.
God damn it.
That fucking pea shooter
Fuck.
wouldn't have done shit to me. Fuck,
Fuck.
my dad fell on a loader for crying out loud from 25 feet and it just dinged his head.
Fuck.
That fucking pea shooter would have bounced. I mean, that's the funny part, right? Is if they just had body doubled him with somebody like my dad, the guy would have shot it, and the bullet would have zinged off and killed this old lady, and he would have been like,
Thank you.
Well, President Lincoln might be pissed about this, or he's going to be really happy. I guess we'll have to find out which one.
It's like, we'll see when he pardons me or not.
That poor fucking guy had like, I mean, I guess that's how it was back in the day. Didn't he have like at least 2 kids die?
He had like
Yeah.
multiple kids
Yeah.
die. His wife
I mean,
was fucking
God
insane.
damn.
Yeah, like his wife went completely fucking insane. Like that's why I'm saying like he'd probably be like thanking fucking him if he ended up killing his wife. You know what I mean? So it's yeah like.
Man, that shit would be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, I wished he wouldn't have got killed, obviously, because he was a pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
I like some of his speeches were like if you hear with a good speaker saying the speech, they're still really good.
There was
know?
one supposedly. It reminds me of the Tenacious D song Tribute. There was one that was so good because back in that day there were no recorders or anything like that,
Yeah.
so people would write it down. There was one that apparently was so good that the reporters didn't write it down like
'Cause
they
they were
usually write it
too-
word for word.
Yeah, they were just
too enraptured with what he was saying that they didn't write it down, so nobody knows what the
Yeah,
fuck it
it's
was.
Lincoln's lost
But it
speech.
was like a fucking like it just reminds me of the Tenacious D thing of the greast
Yeah,
song in the world.
This
But they
isn't
can't
the-
remember it.
Exactly. This
so it's
isn't the
just a
greatest
tribute.
speech. This is just a tribute. See, now that's what you do for your presidential speech if you ever become president. You just make a tribute speech to Lincoln's lost speech.
I had an awesome speech that I can't find anymore. So
Yeah,
this is a
but this
tribute
is
to this
yeah.
speech.
This
See
is a
the you
tribute.
see the guy the what's his name Larry, he's in there. Ricky Gervais. Now listen, we have to have a pornography section here in this museum. I know it sounds goofy, but I'm telling you right now, if we have them come at night, you're gonna make a buttload of money. You just can't come and see what's happening here, okay?
Well, no, okay, now, honestly though, if Ben Stiller, cause now he's pretty
Where
much
the
got the
fuck
job.
was Cleopatra?
Well, there's
Yeah.
that too. Okay, but honestly, if Ben Stiller, cause he totally has the job secured now, right? If he just tells freaking what's his name, the fucking Jarvis there, dude. Jarvis. But if he just told him hey, it's really important, don't tell him why, but just tell him hey, it's really important, but I need you to stay here with me after sunset. And then afterwards, you can stay with me for a little bit and then you can go home. I just really need to talk to you about something. And then let him see everything go to life. He's like, this is what I deal with every single fucking night. Now, good luck finding someone that can actually deal with this like I can. Because I can actually deal with this pretty goddamn good now. It's so I'm gonna need a raise, like a pretty big one, and you can't tell me you can't give it to me. So yeah, but that's what I would have done. I'd be like, yeah, man, like I want more money out of this, like, and you can't tell me you can find someone else who can do it better because you can't.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, ain't no one has experience in dealing with this kind of shit. All right, like sure, some people have experience dealing with wild animals, but you have the experience dealing with fucking wild animals, fucking Mongolians, and fucking tiny fucking Aztec people, and fucking cowboys,
Or
and fucking
Mayans.
Romans, and Mayans, and fucking shit like that attacking you. Like, no, you probably haven't. You know, so it's fucking have you ever had to play fetch with the T-Rex? No, you probably haven't.
The other ones were Huns too. I don't
Yeah,
think
so,
those
you
are
know-
the same, are they? They're
Yeah.
not the same as Mongolians, right?
I don't know.
Huns
But
come from
yeah,
somewhere
Huns,
else.
yeah. But yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, I mean, like, you pretty much have a shoe-in to pretty much, like, just, like, strong-arm your way into an insanely good fucking raise. If, like, afterwards you're just like, yeah, you need to stay with me here till after nightfall, and I'm gonna show you something. Like, and then you just strong-arm for
He's
a
gonna be
raise.
creeped out by the weird shit you're. He's like, what are you talking about, man? I don't want to see whatever you're trying to show me in the middle of the night. Fucking weirdo.
No, you know, like, but, you know, like, you know, he's, you know,
Yeah,
like,
that
I mean,
that guy would have shit his pants. Ricky Gervais. And then
Yeah,
he would have
probably.
crapped, passed out, woke up the next day with no recollection.
because maybe it wasn't his
Just
first
been
time
like, wait,
seeing
what
it.
happened?
Uh-huh.
So,
Well, maybe it wasn't his first time
Yeah,
seeing that shit.
yeah. Well, it's kind of weird because, like, Attila the Hun, I think, isn't like the whole Hun thing. Like, didn't they call the Germans the Huns in World War One? I think
so, yeah.
he's basically like a Hungarian or essentially
I have
a
no
German.
idea.
Because he's like, you know, right above. I think that's right in that area. Anyways, you know, because they were screwing with the Romans, and the Romans didn't
Yeah.
like the Germans because they're like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do in my barbarian tribe,
Pretty much.
and the Romans, like, you know, large groups of people nowadays are like, no, you have to do what I want you to do. You can't just live your life without me. I have to fuck with you. I can't just pretend like you don't exist.
Well, obviously.
So then they went there and then fucked with them, which is stupid. Just leave them alone. Anyway, so holy shit, that'd be funny though. You see some fucking goofy. Anyway, where the hell's Cleopatra at? I feel like she would have been a good addition to the movie because
yeah.
then the whole time she could have been like, you know, flirting with him and messing with his head and stuff. You
Is
know,
she in any of the other ones? Because they go
I haven't
to
seen
the
the other ones.
Smithsonian. Smith. I can't say that word.
Smithsonian?
There it is. Okay. And then they go. There's one other place I thought that they go. They go to England too. And
Oh, is that the
two.
2014? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
Is Ben Stiller in all of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, how the hell have I never seen them? They must have not been good, or
I mean, they're all right. They're not amazing.
same kind of a thing.
Yeah, same kind of thing. They're just in
Well,
a different place. So
Yeah, that's not the end of the world then. So yeah, the let's see, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he did a pretty good job with what happened, and I thought it was good of him to stick it out, even though he was, you know, because of his kid.
yeah.
Because sometimes it's good to. Here's the thing, just like Steve said, all he needed to do was bring his like. First of all, have 2 sets of keys. What kind of an idiot doesn't make copies?
Yeah.
Secondly, don't have a stupid clip. Get like one of those D-ring things with the freaking screw on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then attach the thing. Secondly, you know what I would have done? I would have handcuffed that little stupid monkey to the tree it was on.
Just tie him there.
I'm serious. I
Right?
would have
No,
got
yeah.
some, like monkey-sized
Well, it looks-
handcuffs and been like clack clack while he's a stone, like a, you know, not animated yet. And then I would have
Yeah.
flipped him off and been like, "I won this round, bitch!" And I would have painted them the same color as his fur and the branch. So the little asshole, because nobody's gonna look that close. No, I don't think they'd ever notice it. And then there he'd be every day, stuck to the branch, and then I could walk by and flip him off and be like, "Shouldn't have stole the keys, huh, buddy? Fucking, you've thrown poop at me for the last time, son of a bitch." You know, Oh shit, he could probably definitely still throw. I put a diaper on him every day. That'd be funny. Asshole. You just put a diaper on and then like you forget. You know me, I would definitely forget.
Yeah.
The
I'd have to
curator
take somebody
comes
like
in.
Steve with me.
Yeah.
There's like a shit-filled diaper.
Yeah,
Who
like
the
on this
fuck-
fucking wax
Who
monkey.
keeps shitting in this diaper and then putting it on the monkey? That's what I want to know.
He's gonna go in and be like, why the fuck is there a diaper? Oh, there's shit in this diaper.
Oh
Why is
god!
there
Oh
shit
god!
in
What the
here?
fuck?
And he's in handcuffs. What kind of sick, depraved shit's been going on here?
I don't care how much business you've given this museum. Get the fuck out of here!
No problems, man. You need to see somebody about this.
Like fuck that.
Shitting on monkeys. Yeah. Anyways, so you know, and you just go through and take care of all that stuff. That couldn't have taken that much time.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you
Then
could do is you could like just
sleep.
even like ask the fucking museum like, hey, you need to close down like a fucking half hour early. You know what I mean? Like, bam, it gives me time to fucking close this shit up properly.
Do you think if he got far enough away from the museum with that tablet, everything in the museum would go back to normal?
I think if you took the tablet out of the museum before sunset, it would no longer affect what's inside the museum.
Yeah.
Like if
But
you're like in a
once
park,
it's already started up, yeah, it has to wait until later.
exactly, it has to wait till the sunrise. Like so, like if you're taking it like next thing you know, like you're walking down the street and it hits sunset and you're like walking through a park and it's got a statue.
Oh, is there a bunch of ants in the park now? All the trees come to life?
Maybe.
Eric's worst nightmare?
Maybe Eric's out there with fucking
It's
two
more like my
chainsaws
fantasy.
and fucking.
Now they're fighting back.
Yeah.
That's right, you son of a
I
bitch!
I could take that thing out to work every day and really entertain myself.
Run, you motherfucker, run! God
Yeah,
damn, these
it's
things are
like-
slow.
And it's like, you fucking killed all my buddies. Yeah, you're next, bitch.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know, so.
That would be funny though. Well, yeah.
So if you were to take that thing into a department store,
All the creepy mannequins
all
come
the
to life.
mannequins, even the headless ones, are gonna come to life and start like
that's
roaming
awesome. Headless
around.
ones,
Yeah.
handless ones.
Uh-huh. Those without-
Holy shit, though! You guys take it into a sex store.
Oh god.
Oh, the dildos coming alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You're gonna like come back into the store and like all the dildos will be put inside the fleshlight somehow, and you realize,
Yeah.
I really gotta fucking fire this goddamn night security person. What the fuck is going
Yeah.
on here?
This is berserk. What the hell happened here?
This is what you get for paying all that money for that ancient tablet.
Fucking
dude.
mannequins are all like bending each other over and shit in weird ways, and you're like, I mean, really creative to you, like props, bravo. Like, I mean, every position in the Kama Sutra has been represented, but god damn it.
You guys are totally forgetting about the grossest part of it. What about the jerk off room in the back?
Oh.
I mean, we're talking like stuff's gonna be coming back to life.
God
Oh,
damn it, man.
Yeah.
god damn it.
So not only are there gonna
Sounds
be
like a science
dicks in the
project.
pocket pussies, there's gonna be live sperm in there too.
No, no.
Oh.
All the guys in there hammering it are gonna get
No.
all the things pregnant.
The mannequins are gonna get pregnant like
The mannequins will all be pregnant.
fucking
That
like
would be
you,
so fucking
you come
funny.
back in like a few months later
No.
and all the fucking mannequins are like pregnant like and bulging and shit. You're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Next thing you know, all the male mannequins are just gone out of the store. They just took off, turned to dust. They're like, no, fuck that. I ain't dealing with that shit. That ain't my baby. Fuck this shit.
This hog needs to roam free. Oh, man. Holy shit.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Fucking
I mean, you
terrible.
could do some like really cool experiments with that, depending
yeah.
on, because like I was thinking, like, what would happen if you got some like copies made of the Roman guy, and then you stick the copy next to the other guy, and then wait for him to come to life, and then you run over and stomp on one of them, and then tell him, "Listen, buddy, you're gonna get your shit together," and then the guy'd be like, "Uh-oh."
All right, so now
He
check
just
this idea
killed
out.
everybody. Yeah.
All right, so now what if you have that tablet, right? And you have like a bunch of like certain like, like wax dummies of certain things, like whatever the hell it is, you know what I mean? Right? And you all get them on a huge ass plane. And then you fly that plane, but you keep like at night, you know what I mean? Like go across, the globe, you just keep going, but you're staying in perpetual night. So would those things stay alive, like and active, like so long as you stayed within the dark side?
Oh, that'd be nuts. You could have the Predator.
Like you could have anything in there, like alive for like however long you can keep your plane like flying in the dark side of the earth. So I mean, like
they could presumably parachute out of the thing and then just wander around being.
So now, okay, now what about this? What if you made like a bunch of fucking like wax fucking dummies of like some of the greatest scientists out there, like Albert Einstein or fucking like fucking Stephen Hawking and shit like that, and have like a little like mobile fucking physics lab in your plane? Be like, all right, bitches, there's like literally like fucking 20 of you in here now. Pool your fucking intelligence and make some shit happen. You know what I mean?
I mean, the reality is, if you make Stephen Hawking, you're gonna have to make a whole lot of physical therapists for him to bang.
Well, we'll make
time doing that.
We'll obviously make the wax sculpture out of him when he could still when he still had full motor functions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that'd be real fucked up if you made Stephen Hawking later years.
He's like, really, guys? What the fuck? What the fuck?
I mean, you can learn a lot of shit by just making different like statues of different past things. Like, let's figure out what happened in these events.
Exactly.
Let's get these statues going and see what's going on. So
I was about to take that somewhere where I shouldn't have, and I stopped.
I'm sure.
Well, you could make like the ancient Egyptian and be like, hey, did you guys make the pyramids?
Yeah.
And then we're like, no, dude, it was fucking insane. Like, these spaceships came down, and these fucking weird, like, creatures that we now call cats, like, came out and taught us how to build these fuckers, dude. It's fucking crazy. And then we just pampered and fed them, and now they just became fucking stupid, apparently.
I was alluding to, like, maybe they were just, like, people made them from before the Egyptians came around.
Like, they discovered them?
Older than that. Yeah. So the Egyptians are, like... because there might there's like some theory that maybe a asteroid hit Canada or a comet hit Canada and like set us back to zero, like 13,000 BC or something.
Yeah, it's like the first people in Assassin's Creed.
Exactly. There was another fucking race of us that existed that was hyper intelligent and advanced, but I mean something happened and wiped them out and reset us.
2060 or 2050, we're due for that Apophis fucking asteroid to hammer into us.
We're not at a good point to reset, though. You know what I mean? Like, fucking
shit.
The fucking future people are gonna like fucking like advance and develop, and they're gonna see us and like, these guys are a bunch of fucking idiots.
By the time that they even get back to crawling out of the gutter, basically, all of our buildings, everything will be gone because we didn't make it. Like, what would be left? Like, it's funny how like even concrete, which most people think is like, well, it's like eternal. I've seen videos of people going in like Germany looking at these like really well built German bunkers and they're all torn to shit.
Yeah.
And it's not from people like doing stuff to it. It's just nature kicks its ass.
But there's actually a ancient Roman recipe of concrete that's like so fucking super strong that like it does withstand the test of time. Like there's like certain structures that are
we don't know how to make it.
Yeah, like they're worn, obviously, but they're like these structures, like as long as nothing catastrophic happens to it, will continue to stand for fucking probably over another 1,000 years. Like no joke, like they will still be here. Like they'll be worn, but they'll still be here intact.
Well, depending, like if we get slammed by a big meteor.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like foregoing, any kind of catastrophic event. They would still be standing, like they'd still be there.
Well, we would maintain them anyways. That's the thing. Like we maintain concrete buildings and stuff.
Well, yeah,
it's
you
just
gotta fucking seal
when nobody's
shit.
there to like keep the water off of it.
And reseal it and
it's
fucking
gonna
clean
take
it.
Shit real fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the Golden Gate Bridge. I think that what would that make it? Like 100 years at the most,
if even.
I mean, they got to repaint that fucking thing every year to keep it from getting too rusty.
Yeah, it'd probably last maybe like 5-10, and then it'd fucking just drop.
Yeah, and so, but it'd be cool though. Like, think about this: if you had that tablet, you could get like Betty Crocker to be like, come back and be like, "Hey, make me a shitload of cookies," right? Or go like make one of those Roman guys tell you how to make concrete.
Eric is just gonna go out there and like somehow like craft a bunch of like Kelly like.
I'm
like,
stealing
special-
all of the
like,
old
Kellys,
IP that's gone.
and then just and then just have like himself a nice little like army of Kellys.
We've already had
just
an
take
army
care
of
of-
Kelly's conversation, right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what he would do though.
That was our multiplicity episode,
He
remember?
would just make an army of Kellys and be like, "This is what's up." Like,
I mean, you want to talk about the scariest creations because you guys know how artistically inclined I am. Do you guys remember that Ditto on the Detective Pikachu? We're talking like the eyes of that Ditto would have been the best part of what I did. I'd be over there talking to the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know, it's like, yeah, I've never, the girl or whatever that have giant knockers, and then just be all fucked up. And be like, yeah, I've never existed before, so I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Do you want to plow? And I'm like, all right, I nailed it.
I was like, "Ah, fucking guys." So, how is that fleshlight stuck in you working out? Like, did that turn, off good too?
Like, you better give me another one. I think the last one got pregnant.
Oh, God damn it.
I walk in there and there's like fucking Attila the Hun and all of his buddies are just like on top of her. And I'm like, what are you doing?
God damn it.
It's like I'm serving my purpose. I'm like, oh, I guess so.
God damn it. It's so terrible. So fucking terrible.
Go in there, the T-Rex is on her.
Oh,
Oh, that's gross.
God damn it.
That T-Rex would have a huge boner, though.
Oh gosh.
Hey, you know what? Eric is allowed to make those jokes now. He is a dad.
That's true, yeah.
He is a dad.
That
He
is true.
He can make those stupid ass pun jokes now and just,
Well, I mean, I think my least favorite part of this movie is the part where he goes in the very first day, and then there's the lions.
Yeah.
Okay. I sometimes hate how people like don't give those kind of things enough credit for how
Yeah.
fast they are, because he would have darted at it, and by the time he even made it back to where he was, he'd have his guts on the ground.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and he'd be dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I mean, plus there's fucking leopards and tigers and shit in
So
there.
imagine
like,
what
those are just as
fucking-
bad.
Oh, my.
So imagine what the freaking like the people that came in there and like opened up would like come to find. They'd walk in there and just see fucking Ben Stiller just torn to fucking shreds, and the lion fucking dummies with like blood and gore like all over them. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the only person who could solve this is Castle. So they'd have to make an episode of Castle to get him to solve it. Because that's the only way they'd figure it out.
Let's
make
a wax thing of Sherlock Holmes. Put him in there.
Well, how about Doctor Who? Wasn't he solve mysteries?
Doctor Who? No, he like fights fucking alien robots.
Oh, okay. I thought he solved mysteries too.
Racist.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, could you, Sherlock Holmes, could you imagine that fucking scene?
He would be
You
going out
know-
on the street trying to fucking score drugs constantly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they'd come back and there'd be a full-blown meth factory in there. And then Sherlock Holmes would be like with a puff of his pipe and the meth in there. And they'd be like, well, somebody broke in and made all this stuff and then has him there, huh?
That's weird.
Weird. You know? Why are Watson's pants always down when we get back?
Why is he always like
What is going on with
position
that?
like cowering in the corner and Sherlock Holmes
Yeah.
has his belt in his hand? When did Sherlock Holmes start wearing a wife beater?
And then he like goes over and there's a bunch of beer cans. He's like, I think I figured out the problem. PBR.
PBR.
PBR, you guys.
God damn it. All right, well, look in the camera and say, I'm white trash and I'm in trouble.
Let's get some Dos Equis in here. That'll solve it.
God
Just
damn
all of a
it.
sudden has a jet. He's flying around.
Fucking shit.
There's just a bunch of dead bums in there from fucking Sherlock. It comes in there, there's just a shitload of dead bums. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Turns out Sherlock Holmes was Jack the Ripper too.
Right?
Fucking
God
guy,
damn it.
he killed everybody and solved the crimes, blaming it on somebody else.
That was
Yeah.
his whole
Perfect
thing,
scheme.
man. He would do drugs,
Yeah.
forget what he was doing, go kill a bunch of people,
Then
and
go
then wake up the
solve-
next morning and solve the crime.
Solve the crime and
Yeah.
blame it on Dr. Moriarty, who was honestly just Sherlock Holmes' therapist.
It was him, yeah.
Well, no, Dr. Moriarty was Sherlock Holmes' therapist. He was the only person trying to help Sherlock Holmes. Watson was the one
Yeah.
giving Sherlock the fucking drugs.
Well, he was a doctor, so that
Exactly.
was his job.
Exactly. So Watson was giving him his drugs, like that was fucking making him go out of his mind, and fucking Moriarty was actually the one trying to help fucking Sherlock Holmes and like get him clean and on the straight and narrow, and fucking Sherlock Holmes just blamed him for all these fucking heinous murders and crimes.
Yeah.
It's a fucking sad story, really.
It makes a lot of sense.
It does. We should totally write that book like that. We should totally write a Sherlock
I
Holmes
agree.
book just like that. It's like, ba-bam.
That'd be fucking funny. Sherlock's over there just like scoring drugs and just like killing,
nailing
killing
prostitutes
bums
and
yeah,
shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
getting
yeah.
in fist fights with people at the supermarket, and then in his mind he's in like some elite fight club.
yeah.
It's kind of like Fight Club, the movie. Spoiler alert: the fucking guy's crazy. Holy shit! They should make more of those movies. Like I really like the delusional. I mean,
those
although
mind fuck movies.
you gotta have the right guy write it though, because they have a really bad habit of spoiling the shit.
Yeah. I don't know, that
Like,
one
the
movie
last
where that
one I
fucking
seen-
guy was in the fucking like insane asylum was actually fairly decent.
Shutter Island?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
yeah, that
decent.
one was all right.
Cause that had a decent little mind fuck there at the end.
Well, I mean, Inception was a pretty good mindfuck movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other movie, or actually it was a TV show that I liked that was kind of like that, was Wilfred.
That was good too.
Because you're like,
Yeah.
is he fucking crazy, or is that dog actually talking to him? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
So,
Never watched it.
anyways, oh, you're missing out. It was a good show. It's pretty fucking funny. Australian dude was Wilfred. It was pretty good.
Wilfred's
So, anyways,
Wilfred's a
I
dog
don't know.
recruiter.
I know. It was a dude who had that dog, but it was some
Well,
dude
that's what
dressed
that's
up as
what
a dog.
that's what Elijah Wood saw it as.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had one of the guys from American Pie in it.
Which guy?
And he was like the not Jason Biggs, and not the wussy small guy that was dating Tara Reid.
The stoner guy?
No, the other one, the kind of athlete guy, Chris Elliott. No, that's not his name. Wait, is that his name?
I can't remember.
No,
Chris
it's not
something,
not
isn't
Chris
it?
Elliott, because Chris Elliott's the guy in Something About Mary.
Are you talking about
Okay,
Tom
yeah,
Green?
Yeah.
No, that's Road Trip.
Did he put a fucking mouse in his?
That's Road Trip.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
sorry,
he's
huh?
Ricky's thinking of Road Trip.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't Stifler either. So there's
No.
Stifler, Jason Biggs, the Weasley kid who was with Tara Reid, and then there's the one that was with like 30-year-old blonde chick, but she was like
30-year-old blonde
18
chick.
in the movie.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's. I'm pretty sure it's Chris something.
Yeah.
No, that's the British one. Hold on.
That's the British one.
They made a British American Pie.
No, they made an American Wilfred movie.
Fucking hilarious. They should,
Or TV show.
They should totally do that. British Pie. No,
Wait,
fuck it,
they
just
redid
literally-
the
just literally
American
just call it British
Wilfred?
American Pie.
Because I've seen part of the Australian Wilfred, and then I seen the U.S. one that Elijah Wood was in.
Oh, maybe it's Chris Klein. Anyways, maybe that was
Okay.
Australian. I just I saw what I thought was English actors, but maybe it is I guess it is Australian then. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, same names, kind of,
Well, I mean,
They just
that's
add a Y
Well,
when
I
they
mean,
say
that's
stuff they're
that's
reading.
just where they're fucking. It's just the ancestor of all the prisoners they sent there.
The thing is, it's the same guy who plays Wilfred too.
is it really?
And
Yeah.
both,
Yeah, he invented the idea of the show, I think. He just got it sold in the US. So he did I think he did like a few season show in Australia, then got it into the U.S. and then they made it, and I think he might have been in there for 5 seasons.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to get the fuck out of Australia. Fucking shit
Why?
there wants to kill you. Like, everything there wants
What?
to kill you.
All the animals and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, all the animals want to fucking kill you.
I mean,
And
you
most
know,
of them can. Not all of them, but most of them can.
have you ever seen an ugly Aussie chick though? I mean,
I don't know, man. I haven't really looked at that many Aussie chicks. I mean,
Ricky's not willing to fight
Well-
through all those animals.
maybe next time, there's that too. There's that too.
the one I will say this: there's 2 things that really fucking or 3. Saltwater crocodiles are super fucking scary. The king brown snake, fuck that thing. And then there's a fucking spider that has fangs and it'll kill you. At least I think.
No,
it's
yeah, it
poisonous.
could. Yeah, it could
That
fucking
can bite through your
fucking.
fucking big toe.
Yeah, it can
nail.
bite through your fucking big
through
toenail.
the fucking toenail.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, New Zealand
eats
has fucking
birds.
killer ants.
It fucking
that
eats
fucking
birds.
Smoke
It
your
eats,
ass.
Okay. That spider literally eats birds, eats fucking large spiders and other lizards and shit. Like, that's how fucking badass that spider is.
You know,
Fuck
they got
that thing.
redbacks, which are like mean
Mhm.
fucking.
Entire parks are closed down because they are covered, literally covered in spider webs. Like, and had to go through and literally burn the shit. Like, it's fucked. It's
Like
fucked.
that movie Arachnophobia.
Kangaroos will come up to your window of your house and try to break it to get in just to fuck you up. All right? Like,
They
it's
get
a
hands-
fucked place.
They get hands
I
to do
own
it,
a
so.
gun, and getting free meat that wanders up to my front house sounds pretty fucking sweet to me.
I'm just saying, dude.
I'm
Encountering
pretty
a
sure.
kangaroo, like, in person would probably be fucking terrifying.
I'm pretty sure the kangaroos are. They're so abundant there that you probably could just off one anyways, and they wouldn't care. You know.
A dingo will try to eat your baby.
people,
Damn it, Ricky.
people eat them. Like, don't you guys remember they had that scandal where there was like kangaroo meat and fucking Big Macs?
No.
Hmm.
I remember that.
I mean, I do know people eat them, but I didn't. I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
I think that was a scandal. Like when we were kids,
Was
they
it?
I
found
always-
out that
I always
that
heard
was
it
what
horse
because it was
meat.
like 90% beef, but the other percent was fucking like kangaroo.
Yeah. I always thought it was horse meat.
I don't know. I could even be wrong. It seems like it's cool in my head. So I don't know.
No, it is in fact pork.
Snopes. Buys their meat from a company called 100% Beef, which allows them to legally be deceptively claimed as 100% beef in their hamburgers. False.
Well, this was. I mean, that's a current thing. I was
Warm
talking about
meat.
when they were. Don't you guys remember they had like all those weird beef things when we were? I want to
Yeah.
say like 10,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I know.
and there was, like-
weird fucking.
I mean,
meat mixed
you
in
guys
their
got to
fucking
remember the
hamburgers.
Jack in the Box thing where they had like mad cow like a motherfucker and we're getting
Yeah.
everybody sick.
Yeah, 'cause they're using like horse or fucking cow brains and they're fucking to mix into their
Yeah.
meat. Yeah.
So
Gross
fuck
shit.
that shit.
Gross shit. Real gross shit.
Why can't I see? I know that there's a damn ant in. I think it was New Zealand. Maybe it was Tasmania. Do you guys remember seeing that
the-
one program where they had the ants and the bugs, like the 7 deadliest whatever, and there was like some kind of a ant, or I think it was an ant in New Zealand or Tasmania or Australia that would bite you, and it puts most people into hyper.
You're talking
I
about the
was
bullet
gonna
ant.
say the what?
The bullet ant, and that's from the Amazon.
Oh no, it's one in because I remember they had like Australian
bullet,
architecture in the
I don't-
background.
yeah, I
because
don't
the
know.
guy was like fumbling around there, and then the thing bit him.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know the bullet ant is known to fucking cause people excruciating pain. It'll cause fucking anaphylactic shock in people. And honestly, you feel like you just want to fucking die because the pain is so fucking excruciating.
Yeah, for sure. I know. Well, I mean, it's not the only. Oh, I
Yeah,
know, dude.
but I mean that's really the only one I really know of that like the type of ant that does that. I mean, like I know there's a wasp out there that's also like someone, but I don't know where that wasp comes from. That like if it fucking
Oh, it might have been
stings you,
bulldog man.
yeah,
That might
it
be what
fucking it
is.
fucking stings you, and it's like one of the most painful fucking stings you'll ever make. The McRib is made with kangaroo meat.
Ricky,
Sorry.
you guys conversate or talk about your own shit. I look through stuff. That's how this works. You know that.
Okay, so I was remembering it right. There's the bulldog ant, or a bull ant, and they're Australian, and
Okay.
they have venom.
Yeah.
So let's see, what does it say? 3% of the human population are allergic to it. That's definitely Steve, and can suffer life-threatening anaphylactic reactions if they stung. So if we ever go to Australia, we're gonna get to go to the friggin' hospital because somehow Steve will sit on one of these fucking things.
They'll just come at me, man.
Yeah.
Just come
I
at
mean,
me.
it's like the Shanks in Destiny that just, or the exploder guys that just
Yeah.
shoot by, and they literally go by Steve and I to get Jason. That's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see like them just like bomb out of there. You're gonna see like one of those videos, or like, you know, one of those things where like in the movies the bats come out, except
Yeah.
it'll be ants like bowling over each other to come and get Steve.
And honestly, they're not even gonna bite him yet. They're just gonna crawl underneath him, pick him up, and then carry him back, kicking and screaming back to their hive. Because Steven is absolutely horrified of ants. So honestly, that would be the worst way for him to die. Would be death by ants. Like that would honestly be his worst death.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, Steven would not be okay with that. He'd be like, "Fuck no."
I don't know if a lot of people would be all right with dying by ants.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think I'd be okay with it, but I mean, that's definitely
I'd
one
rather get
fucking
bit by an
unique
ant than
way
by
to go.
like some king brown snake that's just in the bushes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like that'd be a unique way
Snakes
to go.
are worse.
You know, like
I don't want to die in a unique way, Ricky.
You know, like I mean, like at like your eulogy, people are like, yeah, you know, hate to say this, but he didn't die peacefully. He was actually picked up by a couple like million ants and carried back to their nest.
Steve, I'm gonna tell you
What
one
if I
thing.
come-
presume
What if I
he
come back
was.
as Million Ant, though? What if I come back as Million Ant?
Steve, I'm going to tell you one thing. If I outlive you, I am definitely going to do your eulogy, and I'm going to make up. Me and Ricky are going to put our heads together and make up so much shit about how you died.
Just some
So much
horrible
people
shit
at
there.
the thing are going to be like,
What
what
the
the fuck
fuck?
was Steve into? There's going to be like porn references and exploding men and you know, choking yourself, doing the
Batman
old choking
costume.
stroke.
No, sorry, Spider-Man
whole thing.
costume. Spider-Man
I would
costume.
expect nothing less.
Getting into a gimp costume full of ants.
I'm gonna
make it
say
more
I would
exciting while
haunt
you did a choking stroke.
I would haunt you guys if you didn't. All right,
Yes.
If you didn't, I would haunt you guys.
And inside your casket is going to be your body inside of a gorilla costume with a belt tied around your neck.
You're gonna give that to the mortician. Be
Uh-huh.
like, this was his favorite outfit. All right?
Exactly. And we're going to install like a piece of wood with a door handle that sticks above your thing there, so that way the belt has that end to hang on to that goes around your neck. We're like he would have wanted it this way.
Damn it.
to be
my
presented
God.
in the manner in which
Make
he-
sure
he-
make sure you
he-
put a
he-
shovel in there, because if I come back as a zombie, I want to be able to get out easy.
I mean, like honestly, bro, we're just gonna put like an elevator.
I can't wait to put the chindo on your face too. That way, when you wake up, you're gonna be like, "What is this on my fucking face?" And there's some giant hog hanging off your chin.
God damn it.
It's like, God damn it, Eric.
and a clown mask too.
Especially, okay, could you imagine that? A zombie walking down the street with a
With a-
clown mask and a huge ass fucking just thing hanging off his fucking chin. Like,
know,
just
right? That's so funny.
like, me and Eric are gonna be sitting back in lawn chairs like every fucking night until we see you come out. Just like with a video
Yeah.
camera, like, any night now he's gonna get out. We gotta see this. We're gonna probably we're actually gonna probably be your first two fucking victims to turn into zombies, because we're gonna be sitting there double over and laughing too fucking hard to run away.
I know. I know. I'll be laughing so hard. There's no way I'll be able to get away. That would suck.
I mean, that's just the way it's gonna fucking be.
Yeah.
All right. What ratings do you guys give this?
I gave this movie 4 stars.
I give it 4 stars. I'm a total museum nerd. So yeah, I love it. It's good.
I gave this 3.5 stars. It was a fairly good movie.
I gave this movie 4 stars. Next week's movie is Eric's choice. What are you gonna choose?
Oh shit, I'm having a brain fart. What was that show I was gonna pick? I told you guys about it. Oh, Team America World Police.
All right. So join us next week as we watch Team America World Police. That's going to be it.
God
though, if
damn
nobody
it.
has anything else.
No, we're good.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, twitch.tv/TurkiterPlays, and youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions. You can follow us on Twitter at HEP Gaming. Follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. Follow Eric on whatever he wants to tell you to follow him on.
On Twitter at Quick and Severe.
Kelly on whatever she wants to tell you to follow her on.
I guess Twitter, Sugar Snuggles.
Okay. You can follow Ricky on whatever he wants to tell you to follow him on.
I guess my Twitter was Furry Twitter Balls or Immiger at Lucia92.
And you can follow Jason on Twitter at Unbelievable1. You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/TurkaderPlays. That's going to be it, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys next week. We're playing some games Tuesday, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, and then next Sunday, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, we'll be talking about Team America. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.